All right, Shalom. This is GMS Louisiana Saints back at you with another live lesson. As always, want to give all infinite honors, infinite praises to Yahweh, Bashim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bashim,
Bashim,
Kodesh,
Yahweh, Bashim,
double honor to
Kodesh.
the elder apostles, peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect, and those that sincerely follow after the Lamb, man. All right, so this particular lesson here is going to be based on following painting the narrative. All right, and this is kind of aimed at younger brothers or those who are coming up. All right, and man, kind of like a swing off another lesson we did, because you got to keep driving this into the younger brothers and hoping to give them certain gems and rubies to actually build themselves up in character and dealings, transitioning from the world to the truth. And the painting the narrative is also giving those of the world another look of yourself. When I say another look, I'm saying everybody don't have to know how you coming all the time. Everybody in the outside world doesn't have to know about this truth, right?
Right.
The females that you run into at the club or different people your family, they don't have to know what you do, man. All right.
That's right.
You give them the illusion of just a regular guy, Even if you see the brothers, times talking to a person of the world, another nation, you don't go over there and be like, hey, Shalom, Mark, Yabasham Shah Brakatah. You go over there and how you doing, fellas? You play off, man. Or you talk to the brother, because some brothers get all out of shape because the brother be like, oh, you call the brother be like, you Shalom the brother be like, oh, what's up? Like, man, the brother didn't salute me. The brother doesn't salute me, but I'm around 2/3 though. You know what I'm saying? I'm around people of the world, so you gotta have that sense of having alertness, man.
Yeah.
All right, you gotta have sense of alertness and understanding what are you around, the elements that you're around, and the different languages amongst brothers, man. I'm around them 2 3s right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. One of the brothers that did what this brother say. Yeah, which is right, man. Because I'm gonna say this: these people in the world, they're gonna paint the narrative. They're gonna paint whatever they want to do anyway. It's like they call it bummites. Are we bummites? No. They got brothers that hold great jobs, man. Staying in big homes, decent cars, whatever you want to name it. But if that's what you want to think about, go ahead and think. We can run it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to also feed into everybody's energy too, man. But we can start off with that Matthew 6.
Right. If I could say one thing, I can Proverbs 1:4 tell you to give subtlety to the simple, and to the young man knowledge and discretion.
Yeah, that's right, man. But you deal with your brothers honorably, man. Straightforward. We deal right, man. But with the people of the world, you paint that, man. You supposed to paint whatever you want to paint to them, man. Like people might see me sometime. One minute, brothers might be dressy, have the gear on. Next minute, brother might be just casual shit. Next minute, brother might purposely dress bummy. You know what I'm saying? But the people of the world, they acknowledge, they look at the outward look, man. All right, they don't do like the Most High would do. The Most High judge a man's heart, but the world just the appearance, how tall you is, how muscular you are. All right, different texture of your hair, whatever like that. But we don't look into all that, man.
Sure.
We don't care about that. We actually, that's why I said earlier, we're the ones that control that narrative, man. Even on the block, a lot of people on the block think we homeless, man. We just a bunch of homeless guys with what it is, iPhone 12s and shit. All right, and signs that cost a bunch of money, and garments that cost money to get sewn up and everything like that. So you let them think what they want to think, man. All right,
that's right.
You got it up?
Yeah, I got it. John 7:24 says, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment."
Right. But the world doesn't do that, man.
That's
The
right.
world judges appearance. All right, they put labels on you. All right,
Yeah.
you know, I got fellas that put labels on me, saying I'm cold, I'm, you know, this and that, whatever. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I wear that. I wear that. I'm glad to wear that chain. You know what I'm saying? But is it true or not? No. What I respect is what another man in the Lord another man in the Lord. All right, what he thinks of me, man. All right,
Right.
because that what counts. You put your all into things. All right, you put your all into the building up of Yahweh Shem Shai's churches and his men. So I care more of what a man of the Lord thinks than a goddamn third of a heathen of the world, right? And that's what brothers and you sincere sisters need to think of, man. All right,
Right.
we each other peers, man. Go ahead, what you got? What you had?
This Matthew, I'm gonna get that Matthew 6, and I'm gonna do a cross. I'm gonna do a Bible translation on it too after I bring it out.
All right,
This Matthew 6:1. It says, "Take heed that ye do not your alms before men to be seen of them. Otherwise, ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven."
right. And them alms going to charitable, man. Oh,
That's
basically
right.
charitable acts, man. You can't be doing nothing to be seen of men. You just trying to get the glory. Cause they got many guys, and we didn't see some wild some wild videos in the past couple of days of guys guys Passovers and shit to be seen of men. All right, you all about views. You all about respected persons amongst the hierarchy of your peers. But certain other men that doesn't count to you, man. You know that's you shouldn't be in that. You know you shouldn't even give a damn. Really, like people in the world, you shouldn't even give a damn what they think about, man. You know. Go ahead. Let me get some
Right.
fast. Go ahead.
All right, Con. This is Matthew 6, what I just read and 1, but I'm gonna read it in the I'm just getting another Bible translation. This is Matthew 6:1, and I'm gonna go to the NIV. It says, "Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others, to be seen by them."
Yeah. Yeah. Practicing your righteousness and go into a lot of how these cats love to wear the fringes all on their shirts and shit, all that work. Right? All over down the goddamn street in the grocery stores, man. They don't have to know your righteousness, man. The scripture tell you that you don't supposed to give your give your pearl, don't give your pearls before time, man. All right? I'm roughly paraphrasing, excuse me for that, but you don't supposed to basically be putting yourself out there like that, man. All right, go ahead. I love you got.
Right, I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna jump down to it says, "Otherwise you have no reward of your Father in heaven." I'm gonna get the 3, Matthew 6:3. "But when thou doest alms," all right, let's make sure Jake understand what alms is, because Jake may just think alms is giving money. All right, it's charitable donations, it's exhortation, it's provide help, is everything, man. All right, it's not just giving money out. Is everything we do according to the tabernacle of righteousness and the truth. It says, "But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand is doing." And your left hand, when you go into it, is aristerizo, I can't say it, but it says your second best. The things that come second to the truth, pretty much. Let me play it real quick.
Strong's G 710. Aristeras.
It says your left hand on the left hand as second best. All right. And your right hand, real quick, which I went into it once before, is the place of honor or authority, which is of course the truth. That's the place of the where the honor resides at. The thing that is held in higher esteem than the other. That's why it says as the second best. You got it, huh?
And that left also go to people on the outside. It's true, man.
That's right.
They don't have to know how you dealing, how you coming, what are you doing every weekend, or two, the fellowship and their brothers, man. All right. It's just that simple. I mean, I don't know why some brothers will have try to go in depth with people. It's all about, like I said, it's the title of this video, man. Painting the narrative, man.
That's right.
And when you paint that narrative, man, even amongst people of the world, you want to have a blameless report, even with them, where they can't say a damn thing about you, man. Your conduct or your anastrophe going into your behavior is up to par, man. It's up to the point where they can't say a damn thing about you, man. All right. I had one for you too. This is Romans. This is Romans 16, and I'm gonna start at 18. It says, they that are such serve not. Let me see. No, it's 18. Let me go to 18. Romans 16 and 18. It says, I'll read it. It says, for they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the heart of the simple. It says, that's the point. It says, for your obedience is come abroad to all men. I glad therefore on your behalf, but yet I would have you wise unto that which is good and simple according to evil. All right. And it being simple according to the evil, you got.
Yeah, I thought that was it. That you were about to do some more. Read the last part again. Be it simple according to evil, or the last precept.
But yeah, I will have you wise unto which is good and simple according to evil. Right.
So to be wise to that which is, to be simple in this world, all right, is to the people. If you're being simple, they're gonna make it look as though it's more than what it is. But if you're trying to be overly wise to them, they're gonna drop you down as simple. So basically, just like last week at camp, I mean, the thing at camp, when we're trying to explain to the people, they don't want to receive it. But if we was coming in another fashion or form, or we was Edomites with long beards, or had suits on, wiping our face, they were easily accepted, man. And so there's gonna be a misconception of your appearance, regardless to what it is you're doing in the truth, man. Whether you seem overly serious towards somebody, all right, going in with the scriptures, or whether you just being a nigga in the world, you're gonna get a misconception either way, man. All right. So you might as well do things for righteousness' sake. You see? Go ahead, you got it out.
I'm gonna read it again. It says, for your obedience has come abroad to all men.
Yep.
Right. And I am glad, therefore, on your behalf, but yet I would have you wise unto that which is good, which is anything scriptural, anything dealing with the work of the Lord, anything, and on the behalf of the men of the Akim, all right, of the churches. And it says it's simple according to evil. And that goes into, like the brother was saying, the fashions of the world, all right, the people of the world, all right. And you gotta play simple. You gotta give them. You have to control the narrative, man. You paint the picture. Oh, you know what you do, but one guy, let's say you have a cousin that know what you do. You have a wicked cousin that know what you do. He don't like that you preach the word of the Lord. So that guy talk shit about you. They say he talk all type of manner of things about you. You let him talk. But when it comes to the other cousins and aunts and cousins and stuff, you deal with them in a manner. You deal with them in a manner. You put them high over his head. So when he do go back to so and so and talk crazy about you, guess what? They be like, well, he treat me good. I understand what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's about being blameless, man.
That's right.
Not giving a person the ammunition to say a damn thing, man.
Right. Being a great man is pretty much a tactic, or pretty much an art of war. Because this walk it's a war. So in that war, there, of course, there'd be casualties of war. But the thing is to survive the war. All right. And the war is the world. All right. And the world is if you're at odds, because the men of the Lord actually controls the opposition. the wall, the men of the Lord control this wall between good and evil, because the Lord respects good and he despises evil. So long as you're on the warring side of that which is righteous, you're gonna overcome. It say, be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. So that's how you fight the wiles of the way of the world, which is the devil, because the devil have the world as captive, man. And we know the words, all right, because the words that we speak of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Matter of fact, this Proverbs 25:11. It says, a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold and pitchers of silver, which explains that the words, the way that these words are hitting, if you take a picture of silver and it's all silver and you put the gold apples in it, the only thing you're going to see is the apples in it, man. That's going to be the outline of the picture. All right. So as we continuously being the truth, we only thing is important in this wall, this what we going through is those golden apples, which are that's the word. All right. And all we do is look to protect the word. Now, yeah, we use guile, all right, but we use righteous guile to protect the word. All right. We may give off an energy towards a person just to bait him in, to trap him in the scriptures, that we may, confound him because of what he.
To gain him, basically, to basically get him in the trick bag to where he can't say a goddamn thing against us, man.
Hey, when you go into translation, it says a word spoken at the right time. Right. So a word spoken at the right time, meaning, like you said, the gain or the gain is just it goes into to a numerous amount of things. Like you say, you may touch Jake something according to the scriptures that Jake may have thought you knew it, or maybe you didn't come off the Jake like that, but you wasn't in a rush to jump to maybe let Jake know that, or you have put other things before you, like, all right, I'll let the brothers know this, but I'll leave this in the back, So you can't just have all your right hand open to your left hand and just letting everybody know everything about you, man. That's not the way the scriptures work. All right. Everybody ain't know everything about the Lord, man. His mother and them and his father didn't know he was with the elders learning, man. Remember he got lost?
Right.
They didn't know he was doing that. He didn't tell them, like, until he came 3 days later or however long it was, he was with the elders of the city. That was like, look, where you been at? You having us worried. He like, I was learning the word. You feel me? So it's not all about how you come off or be seen of men. Like, that's not the way you support to perceive and do things in the truth, man. All right. And sometimes you allow a man to see you like that in a way, but of course it's gonna be according to righteousness, not in a bad way. You may let a man see something that you may, be able to keep this where it needs to be as well, man, which is helpful for him. It says, like timely advice. All right. Yeah. A word freely spoken is like apples of gold and pitchers of silver, man. It says, right, as an earring of gold, and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear. Telling a man the things that he need to become obedient, man. Understanding what you're hearing and sin. You got it, Dwight.
Yeah, because like right now, we're giving you the things that you need, man, in order to learn how to move, in order to transition from the world to the truth, man. Because there is a big difference, You can't come in with the same emotions, all right, that you had in the world. You got to learn to tone down on things, man. All right, let me see. Somebody. Nah, ain't no. This brother right here, he put this in the thing. Ain't no. Should the need to have? That's what I could be in question. Well, Nah, no brother up here have an Instagram or nothing like that. But we'll definitely like it when we get close to the end. So we'll definitely put your question up here, you know, and Lord willing, we can deal with it or not. But we're gonna finish the this particular lesson. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, because like you said, man, we're not up here trying to persuade Jake in a way. We're not trying to give gifts out to Jake to get him to, you know, come to this word, man. You know, because those who are slated to get the word, they're gonna get hooked by the word regardless, man. Because the Father have already ordained that to happen. So our job up here, you know, because a lot of people come up and think that we're just trying to persuade everybody, man. That's not so though. You know, they just think, man, you know, why you don't go to the hood? Why you don't do this and why you don't do that? Because it's the misconception. There's a misconception of people of this painting this narrative. Like the narrative that people have towards us is a complete misconception, man. You see? So by them having that incorrect conception or that false opinion, all right, it automatically throw their judgment off. You see? It automatically throws their judgment off, man, by default. You want to say something?
And a lot of them think is only a so-called black thing. It's not just a black thing. Them Latinos and those Americans, they have a big part to play in this too, man. All right, that's another part of it. You know, they really had because these brothers that you see up here that you know have dark skin. All right, and look a certain way. A lot of these brothers from so-called Native American tribes.
Yeah, no,
from the so-called Latino tribes. It doesn't, that has nothing to do with it. But that's just show you, the narrative that the world wants to paint. That's why they call this Black Hebrew Israelites. This is not a black thing for one. All right, being black is a derogatory meaning. It means dark, negative, void of light, so on and so forth. All right. So like I said, you brothers, all right, you sisters out there, you gotta actually be the one that controlling. All right. And that first thing is, when it comes with brothers, the first thing is like your conduct, man. You all right? How you willing and dealing. All right. Even in this truth, you got to deal right, man. You can't be coming at a brother sideways and different schemes and tactics and shit to try to, get your point across and shit, man. You got to deal straight. Not saying that any brother do that, but I'm just saying in the past, you didn't seen guys like that. You didn't seen guys, they real fast talkers. I call them car salesmen. They real fast in the mouth and they dealings. You know what I'm saying? Would you
I got you. I got you. That's crazy. I'm right here. Look, this Sirach 19 and 25. There is an exquisite subtlety, which Jake being subtle, and that exquisite means carefully, well put together, like the way that he come at you, all right, with the subtlety. It says, and the same is unjust.
Right. It ain't right.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
You see? Yeah.
Everything is sideways. Everything is a loaded question because that's how the world deals, man. When the world sees you, all right, when the Lord put that spirit on you to actually understand His word, you getting it, all right. You understand the whole concept of this thing, and then guess what? The vibration that you push out, it starts to change. Your look, your appearance, even the things that come out of your mouth, actually starts to, it speaks for itself. All right. Your presentation to different people in the world speaks for itself. You start to, you're a guy, you got hair in your head, you rocking no line in there. All right, you're not eating certain foods when you're around people of the world. All that stuff, people jump on that real quick, man. You're not sagging your pants anymore, man. All right, you're not sagging your pants anymore. You're not conducting yourself in a wild manner. So off the top, people are gonna have this thing about you. They're gonna
this perception.
Yeah, misconception about you because ultimately, when you also start to gain experience in this thing, you know how to will and deal in this thing, then you're able to have that paintbrush that you want to paint about yourself to the people that they don't know where you don't know how you coming, man. You know?
I got a little more.
All right.
It says it's going into everything you're saying. It says there's an exquisite subtlety, and the same is unjust, meaning it's carefully sought out, as well put together, just like you was to put evil together and go commit a crime. Jay gonna sort it all out, put it all together that they may get away with it. But you know, it'll look well put together, but it's unjust. It says, and there is one that turneth aside to make judgment appear. Right. That he what? He's higher than what he is, or he's not what he seems to be. All right, but there is a wise man that justified in judgment, man. So in the things that he's doing of judging his way, of showing you, you know, the way to go is in justice. You see, meaning what? Is in being eloquent. You got it, out.
Yeah, man.
I got.
What you got?
I got more to go down, but I thought maybe you want to say something, Salih.
No. You keep going.
All right.
Get this other one.
Because this is all a misconception of a narrative right here. All right. This is why I'm reading this. All right. In case if Jake don't understand it, this is a misconception of a painted narrative. All right. It says 26. There's a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit. You know, he wants you to, as he hang his head down, he wants you to come nigh to him. All right. But inwardly he have an agenda, which we know this goes to the wicked or whoever, but this also, you got to understand, in the truth, narrative's going to get painted. Oh, these guys are doing this. Oh, these guys are not doing this. All right. But you got to still know the scriptures, man. Understand what the scriptures say. You know, you judge the matters of what the scriptures is saying. It says, casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. When he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware.
Okay.
And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he find an opportunity, he will do evil, man. Which I'm gonna go all the way down, which I know you're gonna get on it after this. A man may be known by his look, and one that had it understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him.
Right. Kind of when I went into, man. And the first, you know, they tell you in the world, the first thing, you know, people perceive is your appearance. And brothers and some brothers transition from the world because over time in the truth, you learn to correct those things. You gotta learn to correct your appearance, man. All right. And brothers have appearance and stuff like that sometimes. You gotta learn over time to grow. Man, you shouldn't be in this truth, man, sagging your pants, man. All right. You shouldn't be in this truth. All right. Dressing like 2/3 of the world, man. How you gonna get on the 2/3 of the world, but you dressing like them too? No. You know, you can't be a hypocrite, man. You know. I had one.
They got a little more.
All right.
It says a man's attire and excessive laughter and gait shew what he is.
Yeah, Jake some Jake gotta learn it. Get that man down. You know, this Jake did too goddamn much, man. Ain't nothing wrong with playing, and nothing wrong with joking, but there's a time and a place for that too, man. All right. And a lot of times Jake used playing. A lot of times wicked Jakes, you know, Jakes that I kind of been around. Jake used playing and certain other things as tactics to not even show themselves.
To deflect. Yeah, to deflect what they don't. Yeah.
Yeah. To
they may not know.
A lot of shit about them, man.
Yeah.
You know, they always, you know, because they ain't gonna be in the life of the party, but that's a lot of things that Jake do. You know, you gotta learn to pick up on things like that. Because the Lord, and one thing about this truth, man, you gotta have discernment. You gotta really, the way you practice discernment, you can practice discernment with people of the world, man. People of the world once you in this truth, man, and have a full understanding of this truth, people in the world gonna come at you sideways because you the new thing, man. You the kid in the block. They have never seen nor heard anything like you, man. And how you coming and the way you dealing, all right? The way you talk, the way you think. Understand, once you're in this thing, man, you have a full understanding. You are definitely above, and you are basically around. What's the word I want to say, man? you're basically on another level compared to the different Jakes and nations out here, man. So you the new thing, man. Yeah, right. That vibration of Yahweh Bashan Shai is on you, man. So of course you're gonna, and I know some of you brothers and sisters have seen it before, man. You walk into a room, do now a lot of people just stare at you all goddamn day. They just look at you just with awe, like who the hell is that, man? It's because of the vibration that's on you, man. All right, it's all about the vibration, man. And like I said, them wicked spirits, they feel that righteous vibration, man, and they gonna come at you. The guy at work that you worked with 8 months prior to this truth, he might have been your homeboy, man. Soon you find the truth out, go to work, you just doing your thing. Now that guy wants to fuck with you, man. He wants to be the guy that just tattling and coming at you sideways, man. It's all about vibration, you know.
Yeah.
I got one for you too, though.
You got it. Come.
Let me see where I want to start at though. Philippians 2:15. It says that ye may be blameless and harmless, the children of the Most High, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights of the world.
Right. And when you shining, you know, you got to understand that a man want to dim that. A man who's not shining or
in darkness.
In darkness, he hate what's shining. Like, so he wants you to be dark as him. You got to understand it. Righteousness is against darkness. Darkness is against light. Righteousness is a war. When you at a war, you have to have tactic. You got to think about it. We have the Lord, which we are actually always at an advantage. But to these people out here, they see through their lens or they unintelligence that we are at a disadvantage to them because of how we look with Bibles, our appearance, the way we come off after they didn't got it. You know, after they didn't got an attitude with us because we not answering them how they want. You got it out. You're gonna get into it.
Get the word blameless and harmless, but like you said another scripture in my mind. But that's what the Lord said. I basically present you before wolves. I present you as sheep among wolves, man. And that's these people in the world, the 2/3 of the world, the nation, different nations of the world, man. So you gotta learn how to navigate among them, man.
Yep,
they're looking to devour you, man. All right.
Yeah.
They're looking to devour. That's why. Let me read it again. That's why it said what it said in the scripture. It says that ye may be blameless, all right, and harmless, the Son of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. All right. All right. Among ye are shine at the light of the world, man.
That's right. And if a light be set on a hill, it cannot be hid. And that's the problem that Jake got with this, man. This light is burning them, man. The light burn a vampire, man. And a vampire only deal with the darkness. It says blameless, deserving no censure. So censorship is against what the Most High is saying. It say deserving nor censor. Like we're not supposed to be shut up, not like censored, cut off in no type of way, man. It says free from fault or defect. So by the men of the Lord being faultless and basically being censored, meaning not to be zipped up in no kind of way, meaning every word that we saying should be free flowing and going in all of the earth. It's not to be debated, came against, nothing, man. All right? Though yet the people still do it. Why? Because we're not looked at as being worthy to be not censored or free from fault or defect, man. But that's what people see. And in the era of their ignorance, you see, they make us, they blame us as being not ministers of the Lord, man. You got it, bro.
Based on appearance. Or like they always come with that BS about the cuss words or how brothers are rough, man. That ain't got nothing to do with it. All right. But look at the context of what we're saying. All right. Go ahead. You got a little more.
That's right. Yeah. Is what you talking about, the blameless?
Yeah, I say blameless and harmless.
Blameless and homeless. Hold on, let me get this other let me get the I had that was blameless I had. Let me get harmless. It says make sure I got the hold on. I want to get the make sure I got the Shalaki, brother. All right, it says and harmless, this is it says unmixed, pure as in wines or metals, of the mind without a mixture of evil, free from guile, innocent and simple.
Right.
Unmixed.
Gotta be to the people of the world. Like, that's why the title is what his name, paint the narrative. You know, really to the narrative of the people of the world, being innocent and being simple to them, you know, or playing simple. Because you know, if you can you can find it for me. I'm gonna get these other scriptures that come to my mind, but find the one where David played dumb. You know.
Oh, with
the Moabite,
king of Moab,
king,
the
man.
king of Moab.
Yeah. And I got this other one I'm gonna hold on deck. They come to my mind, man. Sometimes you got to do that. You gotta be simple with the world, man. All right.
I got it.
That's why the scripture says you gotta be able to use the world but not abuse it, man. Go ahead.
All right, it says this is on 1 Samuel 22. I'm gonna start at all right, we kind of gotta go down. It's the king of Moab. I gotta find it. That wasn't it. It's in Samuel, but I wasn't at the right one. Why bring this this dumb man before me? Let me find it out. All right. Bring out what you got, because I'm trying to find it right here.
Hold on.
Oh, all right, my bad.
Yeah, I was trying to get it with you. Let me get it.
It's in 1 Samuel though. It's gotta be around 20. Let me see.
Is it 1 Samuel?
Yeah, it's in 1 Samuel somewhere. I'm trying to find it right here. Let me see. Trying to see if it's further down. You brought this madman. He called him a madman before me, huh?
Right.
All right, yeah.
Oh no, that's not right there. I thought it was. That's not right there. Not right there.
I'm about to find it, bro. I'm gonna get it. I got it. It's 21. I was in 22. I went too far. This 1 Samuel 21, and I'm gonna start at 11. And the servants of Ashish said unto him, is not this David, the king of the land? They did not sing one to another of him and dances, saying, Saul has slain thousands and David his 10,000. And David laid up these words in his heart and was so afraid of Ashish, the king of Gath. And he changed his behavior before them and feigned himself mad in their hands and scrabbled on the doors of the gate and let spittle fall down from his beard.
One more time for Jake, man, because this is an example of Jake, King David, wisdom amongst these nations, man. He painted the narrative because he didn't know what this was the same man that one particular time putting foot to the nation's ass, man. All right, this is the same man he was that guy, man, had talks all throughout the land of him, stories about him. So all of a sudden, the Moabite king has him in his hand to where David thinking in his own mind, like, man, this nigga gonna kill me, man.
He's gonna kill me, yeah.
He gonna
kill me. You know what he did to Moab? David tore Moab nation down, huh?
Right. So what David did, David like, you know what? I'm gonna play crazy, man.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna play like I'm throw it off. I'm gonna paint the narrative, man.
That's right.
This nigga I'm gonna play it so he had you might well gave David the Denzel Award, man, because David, I'm gonna play it so hard so he gonna think I'm not even King David, man. This is a madman. Now read it again real fast.
Yeah, it says, and David laid up these words in his heart, meaning what? He thought on what's going on here, man. You know, so that lets you know David was in his right mind. Because if he's thinking it, laying it up in his heart, he's setting it up to start to get witty, use guile. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It says, and David laid up these words in his heart and was so afraid of Achish, the king of Gath. And he changed his behavior before them and feigned himself mad in their hands and scrabbled on the doors of the gate and let spittle fall down upon his beard.
So David went to slobbing and shit, man. Had spit all in his beard, man. Playing crazy, man. Because, this will come to my mind with that, and I use wisdom of the world with these cops, all right? Different people of the world that has so-called power, even at work, man. You got to use wisdom, all right? Knowledge and understanding, all right? This is the scripture that comes to my mind, too, with that scripture. This is Sirach 9:13. It says, keep thee far from the man that has power to kill, all right? So shall be not doubt the fear of death. And if there come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life. Presently, remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest amongst the battlement of the city.
Right. Hey, if I could say, guile do two things for us. All right. We use the righteous guile to hook the elect, and then we use the guile and the wisdom to prevent ourselves from danger. Meaning, if the man that could kill, we know that if we use the words of the scriptures and the wisdom of the scriptures, we'll always be able to get out to escape death. You see what I'm saying? Because if the Lord says stay far away from the man that had power to kill, how can we do that when we live in his world? Who's ruling, huh? The wicked, right?
The wicked.
So how we stay off their radar from getting killed from them? Now, ultimately, we know that it's the Most High that order our steps. We get it. But you got to walk in the ways of righteousness too. You got work to do. When the Lord order you, okay, I give you the scriptures to walk along the scriptures. This is how you use wisdom. Because really, God keeps us alive, whether it be righteous, all right, or every God that a righteous man do is righteous God to himself, man. Because even when he used that wisdom, all right, or that craftiness, because God is nothing more than craftiness. So wiggle out of enemies. Hey, he knows soft words to his enemies, turn away wrath. All right, he know, to speak softly, like, look, the man with the mask and shit about to come. He gonna break the, the camp up. Let's put our masks on. So when he come, he like, oh, they got their masks on. They could continue doing the work of the Lord. It's all about knowing how to use craftiness, bro, through wisdom, of course, to always get that done, which is required of the Lord, man. That's why the Lord gave us wisdom. All right.
They can't say shit. Actually, Paul did in the New Testament. Paul talked about gaining those of the followers of the Lord through God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah. I got one real quick. This is our 2 Corinthians. You got to understand what we teaching this thing for. This is 2 Corinthians 5 and I think 12. This came up, but wow, we kind of passed it up, Salaki. But this came up. I wanted to get it, but we passed on it, so I ain't gonna trip on it, bro. All right. But it says, of course, so we not, far as painting the narrative, the men that's in the know of the wisdom and dealing with wisdom of the Lord, we not looking on the things after the outer appearance, because you really already defeated. Because even the people that we come up to the camp, we give everybody a fair deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't say, well, all right, this guy, it may come to a conclusion quick, that we make a quick conclusion like this guy he's off, his spirit off, but we give him a fair shake. We even deal with him sometimes after they spirit off, just through the spirit, like steady, wheeling and dealing with Jake, man. So like you said, we give Jake a fair shake, man. You know?
I got one. This
You
is
got
Matthew, This is Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye
Yep.
therefore wise as serpents and
Yep.
harmless as doves.
Right. Because serpents know, like you say, serpents will have a drop on you and still wait. Like you said about the alligator,
Right.
you was like, the alligator was watching the people in the camp. You know, they washed themselves for what, a week? 5 days or something like that?
3 days, yeah, 3 days or so.
They had a brother, and I forget this brother name, me and Jim Mess, and he put a video of a snake. He had a snake in his fit in like a tank and put the rat in there. And it been many times the snake had the rat out, and he waited and waited and waited and waited. And he did a video on it to show how the serpent attack. I think it was something going on in Israel about how the serpent, somebody said something about how the serpent, and all the brothers just started, you know, doing videos on somebody broke down the way the serpent gets something. It was something like that. It was probably about a year or so ago. But he put the snake in a tank with the rat, and the snake ain't snapping right away. Like the rat was running around the tank for a while.
Yeah.
The snake was just
watch how it moves and shit, man.
the rat came right here by the snake. The snake ain't get him, man. He ran around him, ran around some more. He did like a video on it. It was a few minutes on a video, like, and then the snake finally and hit him, bro. Like, but he been had him. He been had him, but he hit him when he struck when he knew he was gonna get him, which he didn't want to have a chance the way he may slip away or get away. He hit him soon when he knew, like, I got him right here. You see? You got it, dude.
And that's how you gotta be the people in the world. You just can't jump off emotion sometimes, man. All right, you can't just jump off the handle because a guy just throw a bone out there at you, man, or throw every little thing out there. Sometimes you gotta sit there and wait, man. Having patience is the most hardest thing, but we need to have patience. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It says in the beginning, it says, "Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves," man. Because a dove, when you look at a dove is harmless. It don't have the same appearance of what an eagle will have. You look at an eagle, you're like, oh, that with the shits. You know what I'm saying? You look at a hawk, a very dangerous type of bird, you know that they're with the shits. When you look at a dove come off, pretty cool, man. Pretty pleasant, Go ahead,
Right, Con. I got one. This is a good one. This is 2 Corinthians 10:12. It says, "For we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves." All right, which this is a sign of painting a narrative. But they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise.
Right. And that's the world. You got it.
Yeah.
Bring it down.
Right. So them who like making themselves to be something or commending themselves, they're not measuring themselves by themselves. Like they measuring themselves by themselves. They're not measuring themselves according to the scriptures of how they should be doing. That's why I say they're not wise. All right. Because we are not commending ourselves because we doing the work of the Lord. So if the narrative getting painted that y'all are out, because what the people always do, you say that the Lord don't love everybody. And what we say, no, the Lord said it in the book. You see, but you see how they always try to make us compare ourselves within ourselves, like as if we doing it. What the man asked you at camp, he said, "Tell me your personal opinion." We like, no, right? Because your personal opinion would have made you judge incorrectly. You would have started, because our personal opinions all over the fucking place, man. We regular, we have feelings. We'll start telling Jake about our own personal feelings, man, which that'll be our own interpretation, which we know in 2 Peter that the Lord said there's no private interpretation. So we don't commend you, like you say, that don't make you wise. Like we don't make ourselves to commend ourselves, like. So that's a narrative that they believe we are painting. That's another misconception of a narrative, because we not making ourselves as if we the ones telling y'all this. We're saying, "Thus says the Lord." You got it, bro.
Right. Yeah, because we always say this. We didn't write the book last night. I'm here to try to teach the word, man.
Facts.
The Lord been paid the foundation of everything, man. We just what the scripture is. Let me get it. We're the ones that publishing the word, man, for the Lord.
This heavy. It says, but we would not boast of the things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which our power had distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you. Now I know this going into the book of Corinthians and to the people, but this is universal too, because we still be out there talking to our people, and our people was tripping in Corinth, bro. All right, Corinth, Greek, that was Corinth, Greece, right? Yeah,
right.
Tripping, flipping the fuck out. All right, it says, for we stretch not ourselves beyond our measure. So we only could go so far. Like, okay, the Lord said this to y'all. We're stretching ourselves above, beyond our measure, as though we reach not unto you. For we are come as far as to you, also in preaching the gospel of Mashiach, man. You see? So we giving Jake the word. You know, we not going as far as preaching this word to you, Jake. You getting this word, all right, and we're teaching you according to the spirit and the measure that the Lord put in us to teach it to you. And if you can't take it like that, Jake, well, you got to get up the block there, man. That's it.
Right. This is another one. This is what you were saying that came to my mind. Psalm 68:11 says, the Lord gave the word, great was the company of those that published it. All right.
Yep. Yeah. And publish it to make open it, make it towards the public, man. All right. The publish means to make public. All right. Meaning what? Do it openly, man. Because it says he that seeketh him, get John 7 and 4, Bible shot. The seeketh to be known openly. Well, I paraphrase it, bro. You know, but it says
John 7:4.
Yep. John 7 and 4. It says
John 7 and 4.
Yep.
I got it right here. It says, for there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. If
right.
These things showed ourselves to the world.
So great is the men that published this word, meaning made it public, man. All right. Meaning what? Taught it to the people freely. All right. And he don't seek to be known. If you teach these, show yourself to the world. So you need to, you know what I'm saying, Jake? Like show what it is you know, man. It says 2 Corinthians 10 and 18. For not he that commended himself is approved, but whom the Lord commended. So no matter how much we go out, all right, and we try to commend ourselves, we don't approve of ourselves. For whom the Lord commended. That's who is approved.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai didn't prove himself. He always said,
that's right. What is Lord? The Lord said.
You know, even that man, one of the greatest man on earth, man, never walked the earth. He ain't in his own self. You know, he can pray to Yahweh, man.
That's right.
Only the Lord, okay? Like I said last time, the big man.
Big power.
Yeah,
you say the big power.
You know?
Yes, Lord. Yeah, bro. So, like you said, bro, you know that's the whole thing of this walk, man. And pretty much painting the narrative, bro, is using God according to wisdom. All right, because
using subtlety. Like using,
subtlety.
Like you made that last video a long time ago, learning to finesse the world, man. Learning how to finesse the world. Every move in a boxing match or MMA match that has to be done with brute force or speed. Sometimes you can finesse a guy. Just move a twitch and turn your hips a certain way to slip a punch, man. All right, and that's how you got to learn to slip these fire darts that 2/3 in different nations of the world be coming with, man. Even especially on that block, you gotta be. Your mind has to be clicking on all cylinders to be sharp. All right, even in the world to be, because I'm gonna say this straight: life is a chess move. Every move that you make, you walk out that door is a chess move, man. All right, and it's all about whether you're gonna play into the illusion, like you got the ups on this guy, or because we know chess. You got to think in chess, man.
Yes, indeed.
It's a thinking game. So the same thing, you know. that block. We know what these people going at before they even go there. Certain scriptures, certain things they about to say out their mouth. We know what they about to say, man. A lot of time it be the same regurgitated shit because that's about Christianity. Y'all that talk about the same stuff over and over and over again that they have no proof on, that they have never read it for themselves, man. And the worst thing that you as Jake hates to be in a position where you have to make him think. And this brother here, I told this brother this a long time ago when he first came out. I told you that, and that brother have seen time again. Jake hates that. When you put Jake in a position where he has to get that brain jumping on all cylinders, man, he get frustrated, man.
All right.
You know?
Yeah, that's right. Even in chess, sometimes letting a man steal pieces to be greedy cause him to get his king checkmated. Like, because you could show him something. It's called a trick play. One of my little partners, I used to play, and when I couldn't play that well, he used to always hit me and say trick play. Like he always showed me something over here, which was my people, Brad or whatever. Here, let me get something over here to take my most powerful piece on the board. And he just kept telling me that every game, like, I'm gonna hit you with the trick play every time. All right. So, but the thing he was doing was he was showing me other things to get my attention towards it. And the whole time he was working this in the background of like, all right, give it up. He kept catching me with guile pretty much. He kept tricking me. Yeah, kept tricking me. But like you say, the minute the Lord paint the narrative towards bringing in the fish, is a righteous God. All right, and paint the narrative to the world. It is whatever you paint it to them, man. You see, it's what you paint to the world.
Hey,
we could care less about the world.
Hey, my man Eminem said it the best, man. On that album, I am everything you say I am. Whatever you say I am, that's what I am, man.
He say, I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Yeah, people.
So that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta, sometimes the world gonna put a stigma on you. You gotta learn to wear that, man.
Yeah.
You gotta learn to wear that, and be happy being comfortable, also be happy being uncomfortable, man. Sometimes be happy also being the black sheep. What you got? You had something?
Yeah. And if a narrative get painted on you and it affect you, man, that might be right, man. Think about it. If somebody put a narrative on you and it's affecting you, like, wait a minute, like, is this true? Is this you? So like you say, bro, you gotta even controlling that narrative, bro. And controlling the narrative, bro, it's not about feelings, bro. It's about intelligence. It's about the way you maneuver with wisdom, bro. So that's pretty much all I had.
Yeah, that was it. I don't know if that. Let me see if I do back on here, man. I think the question. That person now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still on here. They can put it in the comment board before we get out of here. What they wanted to ask. Like I said, 'cause ain't no brother in the camp got no Instagram page or nothing like that, man. So I'll give them a couple minutes or so. Put what they gotta get in there. And we'll get it from there.
Question to not related to this lesson.
Yeah. Yeah, you can drop it in here before we go, man. So like I said, I'll give you a couple of minutes or so. We go from there.
Yep. Orchestrating a purpose, bro. So painting the narrative is pretty much orchestrating a purpose. Whether it be, in Jake eyes, which we don't give a shit about Jake, bro. It's all about what the eyes of the Lord, the angels are watching and putting down, man. That's all we care about is pleasing the Most High. So, and that's our, and that's not a narrative. Pleasing the Most High, not a narrative. That's a duty. All right. That's an order. You see? And everything else, fall under that banner, man. So, you gotta, hey Jake, you gotta move in what you call that on that scope that shows like your heat or whatever.
Thermoscope.
Yeah, you gotta have a thermal scope spirit, man. Moving around out here, man.
Yeah, one of the brothers that serving, he had put it in here. This one right here with Paul, man. That was Paul said that, man. 2 Corinthians 12 to water for that too, man. 2 Corinthians, I could have went to, but I just said it. The Spirit had brought it back up. 2 Corinthians 12 and 16. It says, but be ye so, if I did not burden you, nevertheless, being crafty, I caught you with guile.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So if Jake want to have a problem with us saying guile, man, you got a problem with Paul, man.
Yeah.
Yahushua did it too. Yahushua used to sit amongst the sinners, all right, in the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees used to come ask him about it. It's like, you understand, Yahushua was doing that to hopes of winning them over, man. Those people, those different people that was amongst the sinners, they say, you got a friend, and all he do is talk about wicked shit, do wicked shit, but your acts, all right, your diligence in the word, right, and the way you conduct yourself, maybe down the line, hopes to changing that guy over to the Lord, man. He can see the seriousness in you and make him want to change, man. Man, all this guy around me talking about this Yahushua all day, man. You eat certain foods, you conduct yourself in a way, you deal with him with meekness and blameless towards him. If that friend of yours want to talk about football, you talk about football with him. But you conduct yourself in a way he hit, like even Paul say, the person invites you to like a party, go, man. That doesn't mean you got to eat what the 2/3 eat. Get you a salad, get you a lemonade, all right. But you do those certain things sometimes around, because I'm gonna say this: there are a thing called they are like friends of the prophets, man. Everybody's not a 2/3, so they are friends of the prophets that possibly be delivered through you, man. And you deal with that guy in the hopes of down the line, 3 months from now, a month from now, a year, in hopes it ain't that long, but a week from now that he changed. All right. So I guess that person went on here. All right, so you can go ahead and take us out.
All right. So yeah, man. That's the memo, man. The memo is understanding with growth, the things that you're doing and what you're a part of, man. Because the narrative can dictate pretty much, you stand in and out the truth, man. Because you'll have a worry or a sense that, all right, since this person see me as this way, I'm gonna fall away from the truth. I'm not gonna serve the law. So the narrative have took many men, by the horns and pulled them out, man. But once again, man, we paint our picture and portrait is set up as Yahweh Yahushua, and that's all we see, man. So, Lord willing, this video was edifying. All right, we're gonna give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the items that pushing the truth and sincerity. Till the next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.